All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya Lila, Chapter 24, Text 331. Mantra Adhikari Mantra Siddhyadi Sodhana Diksha Prataha Smriti Kritya Socha Achamana. You should discuss the qualifications necessary for receiving a mantra, the perfection of the mantra, the purification of the mantra, initiation, morning duties, remembrance of the Supreme Lord, cleanliness, and washing the mouth and other parts of the body. Purport. The following injunction is given in the Hare Bhakti Vilas 1.194 regarding mantra adhikari, the qualification for receiving mantra initiation. Tantrikeshu cha mantreshu dikshamam yoshitam api sarvinam adhikarosti sudridam cha sadiyam. Sudras and women who are chaste and sincerely interested in understanding the absolute truth are qualified to be initiated with the Pancharatrika mantras. This is confirmed by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 9.32. Mamhi parta vyapstriya epi shuha papayonya shriyo vaishyastata sudras tepiyanti param gatim. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Sudras, workers, they can attain the supreme destination. If one actually wants to serve Krishna, it doesn't matter whether one is a Sudra, Vaishya, or even a woman. If one is sincerely eager to chant the Hare Krishna mantra or Diksha mantra, one is qualified to be initiated according to the Pancharatrika process. However, according to Vedic principles, only a Brahmana who is fully engaged in his occupational duties can be initiated. Sudras and women are not admitted to a Vaidika initiation. Unless one is fit according to the estimation of the spiritual master, one cannot accept a mantra from the Pancharatrika Vidhi or the Vaidika Vidhi. When one is fit to accept a mantra, one is accepted by the Pancharatrika Vidhi or the Vaidika Vidhi. In any case, the result is the same. Regarding mantra siddhyadi sodhana, the efficiency of the mantra, the efficacy of the mantra, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives 16 divisions, which are confirmed in the Hare Bhakti Vilas, beginning with 1.204. Siddha sadhya shushidhari kramajgeyo vichakshanai. These are 1. Siddha, 2. Sadhya, 3. Sushidha, and 4. Ari. These 4 principles can be divided further. Siddha Siddha, Siddha Sadhya, Siddha Sushidha, Siddha Ari, Sadhya Siddha, Sadhya Sadhya, Sadhya Sushidha, Sadhya Ari, Sushidha Siddha, Sushidha Sadhya, Sushidha Sushidha, Sushidha Ari, Ari Siddha, Ari Sadhya, Ari Sushidha, and Ari Ari. Those who are initiated with the 18-syllable mantra do not need to consider the above-mentioned 16 divisions, as enjoined in the Hare Bhakti Vilas 1.215, 219, and 220. Yachatra satra vadosha dharnas vadi vicharana vicharasi vicharova na kartavyo manopriye natrashintyo rishuddhadir nadi mitradi lakshanam siddha sadhya sushidhari rupa natra vicharana. There is sodhana, or purification of the mantra, but there is no such consideration for Krishna mantra. Balitvat Krishna mantranam samskar pikshanam nahi. The Krishna mantra is so strong that there is no question of sodhana. Hare Bhakti Vilas 1.235. As far as Diksha is concerned, one should consult Madhya Lila 15.108. On the whole, when a person is initiated according to the Pancharatrika Vidhi, he has already attained the position of a Brahmana. This is enjoined in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 2.12. Yatha kanchana tam yati kamsham rasa vidhantaha tapta diksha vidhanena vijatvam jayate nunam. As ball metal can be turned into gold when treated with mercury, a disciple initiated by a bona fide guru immediately attains the position of a Brahmana. As far as the time of Diksha initiation is concerned, everything depends on the position of the guru. As soon as a bona fide guru is received by chance or by a program, one should immediately take the opportunity to receive initiation. In the book called Tattva Sagara, it is stated, Durlabe Sadgurunam cha Sakrit Sangha Upastite Tad Anubhra Yada Labda Sadiksha Vasaro Mahan Rameva Yadi Varneye Kshetre Bhagi Vase Nishi Agachati Guru Daivad Yatta Diksha Tad Agyana Yadhaivecha Tadha Diksha Gurur Ajnar Agyanur Pita Natirtam Na Vratam Hemo Nasnanam Na Japa Priya Dikshayai Karanam Kintu Svecha Prapte Tu Sadguru. If by chance one gets a Sadguru, it doesn't matter whether one is in the temple or the forest. If the Sadguru, the bona fide spiritual master, agrees, one can be initiated immediately without waiting for a suitable time or place. Concerning Pratasmriti, remembrance of the Lord in the morning, in the early morning hours known as Brahma Muhurta, one should get up and immediately chant the Hare Krishna mantra, or at least say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. In this way one should remember Krishna. Some shlokas or prayers should also be chanted. By chanting, one immediately becomes auspicious and transcendental to the infection of material qualities. Actually, one has to chant and remember the Lord 24 hours daily, or as much as possible. Smartavaya satanam vishnur vishvartavyo najatuchit sarve vidhi nishedashur etayor eva kinkara. Krishna is the origin of Lord Vishnu. He should always be remembered and never forgotten at any time. All the rules and prohibitions mentioned in the Shastras should be the servants of these two principles. This is a quotation from the Padma Purana, from the portion called Brihat Sahasranam Stotra. The word pratakritya in the present verse of the Chaitanya Charitamrta means that one should evacuate regularly in the morning and then cleanse himself by taking a bath. One has to gargle achamana and brush his teeth danta davana. He should do this either with twigs or a toothbrush, whatever is available. This will purify the mouth. Then one should take his bath. Actually, householders and vanaprasthas should bathe 2 times a day. Katar madhyayano snanam vanaprastha grahastayo. A sannyasi should bathe 3 times daily, and a brahmachari may take only 1 bath a day. Whenever one is not able to bathe in water, he can bathe by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. One also has to perform his Sanjari Vandana. That is, one has to chant his Gayatri mantra 3 times daily, morning, noon, and evening. Text 332. Dantadavana snana snanyari vandana Guru seva urdhva pundra chakradi dharana. You should describe how in the morning one should regularly brush his teeth, take his bath, offer prayers to the Lord, and offer obeisances to the spiritual master. You should also describe how one should render devotional service to the spiritual master and paint one's body in 12 places with urdhva pundra, tilak, as well as how one should stamp one's body with the holy names of the Lord, or the symbols of the Lord, such as the disc and club. 333. Gopi Chandana Malya Driti Tulasi Harana Vastrapita Griha Samskara Krishna Prabodhana. After this, you should describe how one should decorate his body with Gopi Chandana, wear neck beads, collect tulasi leaves from the tulsi tree, cleanse his cloth and the altar, cleanse his own house or apartment, and go to the temple and ring the bell just to draw the attention of Lord Krishna. 334. Panchasodasha Panchasat Upachare Chana Panchakale Puja Arti Krishnera Bhojana Panchakala Puja Arati Krishnera Bhojana Sayana. Also describe deity worship, wherein one should offer food to Krishna at least 5 times daily, and in due time place him in bed. You should also describe the process for offering arti and the worshipping of the Lord according to the list of 5, 16, or 50 ingredients. Purport. The 5 ingredients for deity worship are 1. Very good scents, 2. Very good flowers, 3. Incense, 4. A lamp, 5. Something edible. As for Sodasopanchara, the 16 ingredients, one should 1. Provide a sitting place, asana, 2. Ask Krishna to sit down, 3. Offer argyaha, 4. Offer water to wash the legs, 5. Wash the mouth, 6. Offer madhu parka, 7. Offer water for washing the mouth, 8. Bathe the Lord, 9. Offer garments, 10. Decorate the Lord's body with ornaments, 11. Offer sweet scents, 12. Offer flowers with good fragrance, like the rose or champaka, 13. Offer incense, 14. Offer a lamp, 15. Give good food, and 16. Offer prayers. In the Hari Bhakti Vilas, 11th Vilasa, verses 127 through 140, there is a vivid description of what is required in deity worship. There are 64 items mentioned. In the temple, worship should be so gorgeous that all 64 items should be available for the satisfaction of the personality of Godhead. Sometimes it is impossible to get all 64 items. Therefore, we recommend that at least on the first day of installation, all 64 items should be available. When the Lord is established, worshiping with all 64 items should continue as far as possible. The 64 items are as follows. 1. There must be a big bell hanging in front of the temple room so that whoever comes into the room can ring the bell. This item is called prabodhana, or offering oneself submissively to the Lord. This is the first item. 2. The visitor must chant Jai Shri Radha Govinda or Jai Shri Radha Madhava when he rings the bell. In either case, the word Jai must be uttered. 3. One should immediately offer obeisances to the Lord, falling down like a stick. 4. There must be regular Mangala Arti in the temple during the early morning, an hour and a half before the sun rises. 5. There must be an asana, a sitting place before the altar. This asana is for the spiritual master. The disciple brings everything before the spiritual master, and the spiritual master offers everything to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 6. After Mangala Arti, the deity is supposed to wash his teeth by using a twig. Therefore, a twig must be offered. 7. Water must be offered for washing the deity's feet. 8. Arghya should be offered. 9. Water for achamana should be offered. 10. Madhu parka, a small bowl containing madhu, honey, a little ghee, a little water, a little sugar, yogurt, and milk should be offered. This is called madhu parka achamana. 11. One should place wooden slippers before the Lord. 12. One should massage the body of the Lord. 13. One should massage the body of the Lord with oil. 14. With a soft, wet sponge, one should remove all the oil smeared over the Lord's body. 15. One should bathe the Lord with water with nicely scented flowers, which have been soaking for some time. 16. After bathing the body of the Lord with water, one should bathe him with milk. 17. Then one should bathe him with yogurt. 18. Then one should bathe him with ghee. 19. Then one should bathe him with honey. 20. Then one should bathe him with water in which sugar has been dissolved. 21. Then one should wash the deity with water and chant this mantra. Chintamani prakarasadma sukalpa vriksha laksha virteshu surabhir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra satasad brahma seva manam Govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. 22. One should dry the entire body of the Lord with a towel. 23. A new dress should be put on the Lord's body. 24. A sacred thread should be placed on his body. 25. Water should be offered for cleansing his mouth. Achamana. 26. Nicely scented oils like liquid sandalwood pulp should be smeared over the Lord's body. 27. All kinds of ornaments and crowns should be placed on his body. 28. Then one should offer flower garlands and decorative flowers. 29. One should burn incense. 30. Lamps should be offered. 31. Precautions should always be taken so that demons and atheists cannot harm the body of the Lord. 32. Food offerings should be placed before the Lord. 33. Spices for chewing should be offered. 34. Betel nuts should be offered. 35. At the proper time there should be arrangements so that the Lord may take rest in bed. 36. The Lord's hair should be combed and decorated. 37. First-class garments should be offered. 38. A first-class helmet should be offered. 39. The garments should be scented. 40. There should be kastuba jewels and other ornaments offered. 41. A variety of flowers should be offered. 42. Another Mangala Arti should be offered. 43. A mirror should be offered. 44. The Lord should be carried on a nice palanquin to the altar. 45. The Lord should be seated on the throne. 46. Again, water should be given for the washing of his feet. 47. Something again should be offered for eating. 48. Evening arti should be offered. 49. The Lord should be fanned with a chamara fan, and an umbrella should be placed over his head. 50. The Hare Krishna mantra and approved songs should be sung. 51. Musical instruments should be played. 52. One should dance before the deity. 53. One should circumambulate the deity. 54. One should again offer obeisances. 55. One should offer different types of prayers and hymns at the Lord's lotus feet. 56. One should touch the lotus feet of the Lord with one's head. This may not be possible for everyone, but at least the pujari should do this. 57. The flowers offered on the previous day should touch one's head. 58. One should take the remnants of the Lord's food. 59. One should sit before the Lord and think that he is massaging the Lords of the legs. 60. One should decorate the Lord's bed with flowers before the Lord takes his rest. 61. One should offer one's hand to the Lord. 62. One should take the deity to his bed. 63. One should wash the feet of the Lord and then sit him on the bed. 64. One should place the Lord on the bed and then massage his feet. Arti should be offered to the deities 5 times daily. Early in the morning before sunrise, later in the morning, at noon, in the evening, and at night. This means that there should be worship and a change of dress and flowers. As far as the eatables are concerned, all items should be first-class preparations. There should be first-class rice, dal, fruit, sweet rice, vegetables, and a variety of foods to be sucked, drunk, and chewed. All the eatables offered to the deities should be extraordinarily excellent. In Europe and America, there is presently no monetary scarcity. People are not poor, and if they follow these principles of deity worship, they will advance in spiritual life. As far as placing the deity in the bed is concerned, if the deity is large and heavy, it is not possible to move him daily. It is better that a small deity, which is also worshipped, be taken to the bed. This mantra should be chanted. Agacha sayana sthanam prihadi saha keshava O Keshava, kindly come to your bed along with Srimati Radharani. Hare Bhakti Vilasa 11.40. The deity should be placed in bed with Srimati Radharani, and this should be indicated by bringing the wooden slippers from the altar to the bedside. When the deity is laid down, his legs should be massaged. Before laying the deity down, a pot of milk and sugar should be offered to him. After taking this thick milk, the deity should lie down and should be offered betel nuts and spices to chew. 35. Shrimurti Lakshana Ara Salagrama Lakshana Krishna Krecha Yatra Krishna Murti Darashana. The characteristics of the deities should be discussed, as well as the characteristics of the Salagram Shila. We should also discuss visiting the deities in the temple and touring holy places like Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwarka. 336. Nama Mahima Nama Pradadhure Varjana Vaishnava Lakshana Seva Paradha Kandana. You should glorify the holy name and explain that one must carefully give up offenses when chanting the holy name. You should also describe the symptoms of Vaishnava and explain that one must give up or nullify all kinds of seva aparad, offenses in deity worship. Purport. The devotee should always be very careful not to commit the 10 offenses when chanting Hare Krishna mantra. If a devotee very strictly follows the methods of deity worship, he will naturally and quickly become a pure Vaishnava. A pure Vaishnava has unflinching faith in the Lord, and he does not deviate at all. He is always engaged in perfect deity worship. One should also note the specific offenses against deity worship. These are mentioned in the Skanda Purana, Avanti Khand, spoken by Vyasadeva himself. One should liquidate all kinds of offenses. The Shalagram Shila should be worshipped with tulsi, where a sufficient quantity of tulsi leaves are available. Worship of the Salagram Shila should be introduced in all ISKCON temples. Salagram Shila is the form of the Lord's mercy. To worship the deity with the 64 items mentioned may be a difficult job, but the Lord has become so small that anyone in any temple can carefully handle deity worship simply by performing the same activities with the Salagram Shila. There are 32 offenses to the deity that should be avoided. 1. One should not enter the temple in a vehicle. Shoes and slippers should be removed before entering the temple. 2. One should offer obeisances as soon as he sees the deity. 3. One should enter the temple after taking a bath. In other words, one should be very clean. 4. One should not offer obeisances to the Lord with one hand. 5. One should not circumambulate demigods before the deities. 6. One should not spread his legs before the deity. 7. One should not sit down before the deity with his legs crossed, nor should one touch his legs with his hands. 8. One should not lie down before the deity. 9. One should not eat before the deity. 10. One should not speak lies before the deity. 11. One should not cry before the deity. 14. One should not deal with others before the deity. 15. One should not utter harsh words before the deity. 16. One should not cover himself with a blanket. 17. One should not talk enviously of others before the deity. 18. One should not praise others before the deity. 19. One should not use slang before the deity. 20. One should not pass air before the deity. 21. One should not neglect the 64 items of deity worship. 22. One should not eat anything not offered to the deity. 23. One should not neglect offering seasonal fruits as soon as they are available. 24. One should always offer fresh, untouched fruit to the deity. 25. One should not sit with his back toward the deity. 26. One should not offer obeisances to others before the deity. 27. One should not sit near the deity without taking the spiritual master's permission. 28. One should not be proud to hear himself praised before the deity. 29. One should not blaspheme the demigods. 30. One should not be unkind to others before the deity. 31. One should observe all festivals in the temple. 32. One should not fight or quarrel before the deity. 337. Shankha jala gandha pushpa dhupadi lakshana japastuti parikrama jandavat bandana. The items of worship, such as water, conch shell, flowers, incense, and lamp, should be described. You should also mention chanting softly, offering prayers, circumambulating, and offering obeisances. All these should be carefully described. Purport. All these are mentioned in the Hare Bhakti Vilas. The 8th Vilas of that book should be consulted as far as possible. 338. Purasharchana vidhi Krishna prashada bhojana anvidita tyaga vaishnava nindhari varjana. Other items you should describe are the method of performing Purasharchana, taking Krishna prasadam, giving up unoffered food, and not blaspheming the Lord's devotees. Purport. Regarding the Vaishnav Ninda, CC Madhya lila 15.261. 339. Sadhu lakshana sadhu sangha sadhu sevana asat sangha chaga shri bhagavata shravana. You should describe the symptoms of a devotee, how to associate with the devotees, how to satisfy a devotee by rendering service, how to give up the association of non-devotees. You should also explain the value of regularly hearing the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam. 340. Dinha kritya paksha kritya ekadasyadi vidharana masakritya janmastamyadi vidhi vicharana. You should describe the ritualistic duties to be performed every day, and you should also describe the fortnightly duties, especially how to observe the fortnightly Ekadasi fast. You should also describe the duties to be observed every month, and you should especially describe the observance of ceremonies like Janmastami, Ramanavami, and Nrsimha Chaturdasi. 341. Ekadasi Janmastami Ramanadvadasi Shri Ramanavami Ara Nrsimha Chaturdasi. Ekadasi Janmastami Ramanadvadasi Ramanavami and Nrsimha Chaturdasi. All these should be described. 342. Eisabe vidha chaga avidha karana ekarane dosha kaile bhaktira lambana. You should recommend the avoidance of mixed ekadasi and the performance of pure ekadasi. You should also describe the fault in not observing ekadasi. One should be very careful as far as these items are concerned. If one is not careful, one will be negligent in executing devotional service. 343. Sarvatra pramanadive purana vachana Shri Murti Vishnu Mandira karana lakshana. Whatever you say about Vaishnava behavior, the establishment of Vaishnava temples and deities, and everything else should be supported by evidence from the Puranas. 344. Samanya sadachara ara Vaishnava achara kartavya kartavya sabha smartavya vahara. You should give general and specific descriptions of the behavior and activities of a Vaishnava. You should outline things that are to be done and things that are not to be done. All this should be described as regulations and etiquette. 345. Ehi sanchepe sutra kahi lundigdhara shana yabetu miliki ba Krishna karabe spurana. I have thus given a synopsis of the Vaishnava regulative principles. I have given this in brief just to give you a little direction. When you write on this subject, Krishna will help you by spiritually awakening you. Purport. One cannot write on spiritual matters without being blessed by Krishna and the disciplic succession of gurus. The blessings of the authorities are one's power of attorney. One should not try to write anything about Vaishnava behavior and activities without being authorized by superior authorities. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.2. Evam param para praptam imam rajarshayo vidhu. 346. Ehita kahiru prabhura sanatane prashada yanhara shravane chitera kandeya vashada. Thus I have narrated Lord Chaitanya's mercy upon Sanatan Goswami. When one hears these topics, one's heart will be cleansed of all contamination. 347. Nijagrante karnapura vishtara kariya sanatane prabhura prashada rakiyache likiya. The authorized poet Kavi Karnapura has written a book named Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya. This book tells how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed Sanatan Goswami with his specific mercy. 348. Godandrasya sabha vibhushana manischakva yarudam shriyam rupasya graja isha eva tarnim vairagya lakshmim dadhe antar bhakti rasena purna hridayo bhaye vadhukruti sabhailai pitam maha sara eva prati pradas tadidam. Srila Sanatan Goswami, the elder brother of Srila Rupa Goswami, was a most important minister in the government of Hussain Shah, the ruler of Bengal, and he was considered a most brilliant gem in that assembly. He possessed all the opulences of a royal position, but he gave up everything just to accept the youthful goddess of renunciation. Although he externally appeared to be a mendicant who had renounced everything, he was filled with the pleasure of devotional service within his heart. Thus he can be compared to a deep lake covered with moss. He was the object of pleasure for all the devotees who knew the science of devotional service. Purport. This and the following two verses are from Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya 9.34, 35, and 38. Tam sanatanam upagatam akshnur drishta matram ati matra dayadraha alinga parigyata dhurvyam sanku kampam ata champaka gura. As soon as Sanatan Goswami arrived in front of Lord Chaitanya, the Lord, seeing him, became merciful to him. The Lord, who was the complexion of golden champaka flower, opened his arms and embraced him while expressing great affection. Kalena Vrindavan Keli Varta Kalena Vrindavan Keli Varta Utetitam Kyapayitam Vishisha Kripam Vritena Visheka Devas Tatraiva Rupam Cha Sanatanam Cha. In the course of time, the transcendental news of Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan was almost lost. To enunciate explicitly those transcendental pastimes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami with the nectar of his mercy to carry out this work in Vrindavan. 351. Ehita kahilun sanatane prabhura prashada yanhara shravane chitera kande abashada. I have thus explained the mercy bestowed on Sanatan Goswami by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If one hears this description, all moroseness in the heart will diminish. 352. Krishnera svarupa ganera sakala haya jnana vidhiraga marge sadhana bhakti ravidhana. By reading these instructions to Sanatan Goswami, one will become fully aware of Lord Krishna's various expansions in the process of devotional service according to the regulative principles and spontaneous love. Thus everything can be fully known. Krishna, text 353. Krishna prema bhakti rasa siddhanta vihara shravane bhakta janena sabanta. By reading these instructions, a pure devotee can understand love of Krishna, the mellows of devotional service, and the conclusion of devotional service. Everyone can understand all these things to their ultimate end by studying these instructions. 354. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Advaita Charana Yanra Prana Dana Sei Paya E Dana. The conclusion of these instructions can be known to one whose life and soul are the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaita Prabhu. 355. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Padeyara Asa Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya Krishna Dasa. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya Lila, chapter 24, describing the Atmarama verse and the Lord's mercy upon Sanatan Goswami. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhaktivedanta Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnu Pad Srila Bhaktinamala Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.